Hey guys, we're here with our brother Niko,
What's up?
CBD hemp cannabis specialist here in Colorado. You want to talk about the sap or this tree? What you feel?
I feel like the sap holds something that is pretty dear to us. A lot of culture kind of has had it tied to sap, and well, I'm speaking straight from the heart here, not exactly from the brain. I feel like sap holds some medicinal properties to us that, when ingested, it definitely can help soothe certain parts of like the throat. Whenever you take a look at what happens with a tree branch when you like break it off, you basically end up with this sap right at the end, and sometimes that sap is like pretty cool to I don't know, it tastes good. So I figure that it can't be that bad for me, and on top of that,
Yeah, I've been really enjoying that piece that you gave me.
Yeah, it's
And
kind of like
I feel like it's kind of stuck on my teeth a little bit.
it totally gets
But
yeah,
yeah, it tastes really nice. It's refreshing.
kind of minty.
Yeah.
It's
Really
almost
nice.
like a
I'm
gum,
kind
I
of
feel.
getting it. What'd you say?
It's almost like a gum, I feel.
Yeah,
Yeah, nature's gum, medicine. It's right here.
available now. At your local
It's free.
forest.
It's free.
Unlimited abundance of sap.
Take it with care and always send
Respect.
blessings.
Thank
Yes,
the plants.
respect to the plants.
Really, one thing that this kind of ties down to is there was this old guy who I knew, and he told me that there's two kinds of people in this world: people who essentially take everything that they possibly can, and those people essentially just hoard everything, and then they try to sell whatever is left over. And then those people are not exactly the best to be around, because those people tend to be a lot more stuck in their own mind and stuck in their own ways and almost narcissistic. I mean, not saying that being narcissistic is bad, but it's too narcissistic in the sense where they think too much about themselves. And that being said, there's also the other people who essentially they take, but they also give back. You essentially you eat a carrot, you plant a carrot, almost like that. And I feel like that holds true ties to kind of being at one with the earth and everything else that's around us.
Because how we treat the earth is a reflection of how we treat ourselves and the people around us.
Give 10% back of what you take. It's really not that much, but it is at the same time. Being able to give 10% back is huge. And when we talk about a lot about these religions, we talk about giving 10% back to the church, when in reality it's 10% back to the planet. So I think that's a huge thing that a lot of people don't really tend to see.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
To all my relations.
Yeah, I think that through our connection with nature, spirit, Mother Earth, others, we can cultivate more of a connection to ourselves and understand the interconnectedness of all life. I think that when people are cordoned away from the natural world, they get lost and they feel disconnected, so they may try to find that connection in other people and often feel disappointed, because what they're actually looking for is a connection to themselves and to spirit. So I would always tell my clients, if they're feeling really overwhelmed and unhappy in their house, to just go outside. And it was sad how many of them really resisted that, because they didn't see any value. And yet when a couple of them did it, not necessarily of their own accord, they realized that suddenly they didn't feel the suffering that they were carrying inside when they were out among the trees. It's a medicine.
And also the earth, and being in nature, the earth is releasing negative ions. And those negative ions help to cleanse us of the positive ions, which we get from being around electronics, cell phone towers, radiation from like microwaves and cell phones. So it's really healthy to spend time outside and breathe in fresh air and just like hang out in the trees, and show them that you care, because without them we wouldn't be. And there's such a direct relationship that we do within our exchange of the CO2 and us breathing out the oxygen that the trees take up. Everything is so connected.
Put your feet in the ground. Wiggle your
Yeah,
toes.
earthing.
Stick your toes in the mud.
Yeah.
Feel it. It'll
Get
talk to you.
dirty.
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
The mud actually makes a really nice spa treatment too. If you're looking for
Vitamin
some
C.
minerals, detoxifying.
Yeah,
also,
well,
there's also some microbes inside of there, which will essentially eat some of your dead skin cells. So really beneficial.
we'll have another episode of all the foods you can put on your body. Catch you later.